Let's get ready to rumble.
Yes, we're back. It's episode 164 of the Hibs Ramble. It's your host, as always, here, Liam, and I'm joined by the wonderful Mr. John Tolmie. How are you this evening, my son?
I'm not bad, Liam. I'm not bad. How are you?
I'm very well, and I'm even better knowing that we've got two very special guests on tonight's pod. We have got Ryan and Ethan from Block 7. How are we, lads?
All right, how's it going?
He's
Good
good.
to have you on. Very well, mate. Very well. It's been a long time since we last chatted to you, so it's good to have you on again.
It's been a while, like first year, wasn't it? And then 5 year this season.
Absolutely. We're going to need to keep coming for anniversaries.
Every anniversary,
Yeah.
we'll make it a,
15 year,
we'll
20
make it
year.
a thing.
We'll be married soon. But aye. No, listen, it's a pleasure to have you on. Obviously, we'll chat a little bit about Block 7 and all the stuff that you're up to, in the 5 year anniversary and all the other stuff that you do. But first of all, I mean, what a week for the Hibs, lads. From backing up a fantastic performance and a brilliant result against Rangers at Ibrox, we went to North Macedonia. Well, you went to North Macedonia. I wasn't there. And although the performance wasn't maybe as good as we would have hoped, have expected, the result's all that matters. John, you must be delighted to see us through to the next round.
Aye, I mean, that's all it's about. It's just getting through to the next round. It doesn't have to be pretty, and it certainly fucking wasn't. That's for sure. We're actually just pretty shit at the moment, aren't we?
I mean, I don't think so. I think that it's clear that David Gray's got a game plan and he wants to execute it. It's maybe not the most of sexy game plans that I've ever seen. And to be fair, see, when I was trying to watch it, the stream was absolutely awful. So I couldn't really get a real good grasp of it. You would have had a better opportunity to actually watch the game, Ryan and Ethan. How did it come across to you?
Well, funnily enough, I wasn't over for the game, and I was watching it via a dodgy stream. So, as bad as the football was, the signal was even worse, and it was making it even more eye bleeding.
I mean, to be fair, they knew what they were doing. The same as the first leg. What was working for them was, as soon as any kind of pressure was put behind them, they would just go down and get the free kicks, and they were getting it every single time. So they kind of done the same thing in the second leg, but we were a bit more open to it. But we were getting nothing from the referee, by the way. Nothing. Yeah. Oh, mate, it was brutal.
I thought he would have started or made better use of Anti-Suto, because I thought in the first leg, he really made a difference when he came on. He started. I think he just matched them. He matched their hammer full of energy.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I was expecting Suto to maybe do a little bit more, but I can't even mind how long he got. Or even if he did come on, I can't mind. I think I was steaming. So no, listen. The main thing is we're through to the next round. It wasn't pretty. We're through to the next round, and we're also through to the next round of the League Cup, John. Again, not one of the best performances you've seen, but it's cup football. It's the result that matters more than the performance, and don't think we really needed to get out of second gear on Saturday. I'm having a nuke tonight on Sunday.
Like I said to you during the game, it's just we had chances to go 2, 3, 4-0 up and squandering them again. It's been the sort of tale of our very early season so far. So there's not much promise going forward for us at the moment. We're scoring the occasional goal, which is actually quite different for what I've expected, considering we're really not that clinical in front of goal. But fuck the performance, we're through. Bring on the county.
Yeah, to be fair, see, I thought first half we probably could have put them away, and then there's a few opportunities that we have that you think, on another day they go in and we probably would have 1-3, maybe 4-0.
The issue is, though, Liam, is on another day we maybe do score them. But I've been saying that for weeks and we still haven't.
Yeah, I suppose, but like, I don't even really have an answer to that. Ryan, it was a bit of a different bit of scenery for you, a different point of view on the game. On Sunday, obviously, he's moved from the famous 5 up to section 43.
Yeah.
What did you make of the performance?
I mean, to be fair, mate, like, you know ball better than me. I spend most of my time looking at the back of the stand with a megaphone in front of me. I don't get to see much of the game at all. But for us, it was very nostalgic back kind of where we started. And actually, to my surprise, it took longer than what I thought, but it took 34 minutes on the clock for the first person to shout, tell that clown with the megaphone to shut up. So it brought back some good memories. Like, it's been a while. But I know I don't get to see much of the game. Thistle fans were all right, though, to be fair to them.
I thought
But it's their big day out, though, eh?
Brilliant.
It's their big day out, so... But no, they seem to be quite loud. I toured a few of our songs, like, but that's a different argument.
I was thinking that when I was hearing they were going on about their Jags away. And I didn't usually get touchy about songs, right? But that one
though.
I've been a bit touchy about that because like it was in Midtjylland when we were over there in Denmark last year.
That's when it proper took off and went viral.
It was actually St Mirren away was the first day. Was it the last? Ethan, was it the last game of the season?
I think it was second last game.
Second last.
Because who was it? Was it Josh Campbell that booted a shot and it hit Rose Ed and scudded one of the lights that was hanging down?
No, that was the St Mirren after.
But that was the one we started Hibs away, no?
No, that was...
mate, like I say, they're all the same for me. I can't remember the scores, eh? They're all the same for me, eh?
It's the Hibs away chant is just like, see, when I was in Herning, it was just someone somewhere was singing it all the time. Did they stop?
I'm pretty sure it went on for like half an hour. I
remember, right? Seeing in Herning, we were sitting maybe like a decade, maybe like 10-15 rows back, and a bit off to the left for yous, and I could see you, Ryan, with the megaphone, right? And every like 5 minutes or so, you're trying to start a new song, and everyone else is singing Hibs away. I like it. I'm thinking, he must be getting so pissed off, man, because no one wants to join in with anything else.
It was. I actually do remember it. It was. So I'd start like I'd try and start a glory glory, and we get into like the first verse, and then Steaming Pete and his pal up the back right corner would start the Hibs away song again, and we'd just finish singing it for 15 minutes. But Herning's up there with one of the best trips, man. I loved that.
That was my first and only, well, until Thursday coming, that was my first and only Hibs European away. It was such a good trip, man. Like, and that song just made it so much better. And the fact that we managed to get a result as well was incredible. But I feel like moving on to this year's European escapades, it's your that's going to be the Hibs away of this year, because I'm not being funny, right? I'm singing it. My bairns are singing it. My dad's singing it. Everyone is singing it. I can't get the fucking thing out my head.
That's when you know a song's good, right? Is when it reaches all generations. So it was last season Dundee away, and we were singing Hibs away, and then Hibs scored while we were singing it, and the whole stand just erupted with it. And it was like, I'm looking back at videos, and there's like wee bairns jumping about singing it, standing beside their granddad that's jumping about singing it, along with people like our ages, your ages, like everyone. And there's like everyone's on the same level, and that's when like following football's at its peak. So it runs in our veins one is up there with that as well. If all generations get involved in it, then it's a cracker of a song.
That must be something that makes you so proud, though. Like, that's probably something no one ever thinks about is that, you know, yous have created these chants, these songs that, I mean, these songs will be sung for years and years and years.
Mhm.
This must
Taylor
be
Swift, HSC.
things. Yeah, exactly. Like these must be things that you are so proud of. Like you see those videos, or when you're at the game and you see, you know, wee Johnny and his granda singing the songs together. That must be
Yeah.
something that gives you a massive sense of pride.
Yeah, it does. 100% it does. It's you wouldn't be human if it didn't. But yeah, that's kind of what it's all about. I mean, following Hibs got its good times and bad times, as we know, but that makes the good times that wee bit better.
100%, 100%, and I
I'd
cannot
have
wait
to
to just sing all from
all day at work.
Wednesday through till Friday.
There's a good chance. There's a good chance that's probably going to be the only song we hear. Well, we're
Probably.
away.
To be fair,
Aye.
we started singing a new song on Sunday yesterday. Was it yesterday?
Yes.
My trip yesterday. So we started singing a new song, and it was "Sorry" by Madonna. And
I didn't know.
oh mate, it's I'm not going to start singing it because I'll get stage fright. But it's a belter of a tune anyway, right? And it's like a really catchy tune, and we're all buzzing, like proper buzzing, that we've just came up with this song. And so FC Zurich sing it, and other than them, it's they're the only people that sing it. So we're like, okay, we're bringing this to Scotland. That's quality, and that let's do it. And then we sing it during the game, and seemed to get a decent response considering the amount of fans that were there, and people asking what the lyrics were in that. So we're all happy with that, and then a video gets sent into our group chat, and it's Celtic singing it the day before at Dundee United away.
Oh yeah.
Oh mate, it was like a
You
proper
have to
hand on head moment. Like, so you cannot make that up. What's the chances that a day before we start singing a new song, another club in Scotland's started to sing the same song?
And it's Celtic as well,
So,
who've stole
aye.
so many songs from us.
Exactly.
Aye.
So
Ironically.
kind of just comes down to
No
who
just
had it
songs.
first. Eh?
Like,
Actually, I heard Celtic a couple of months ago doing their own version of like That's the Way I Like It.
Well, apparently they've done that for ages, but then they do the what is it they don't do like Celtic away or anything. I've actually forgot the tune. This is what I'm talking about. Stage fright. Wait, I'm going to sing it. Go and sing Hibs away. That's it. So at that bit they go Celtic, Celtic, and then they
That's
just
boring.
do That's the Way I Like It.
Terrible.
That's
Terrible.
boring. No imagination there.
Nah.
No
Not a
imagination.
patch.
Ridiculous. There's a new Callum Wright one that you are singing that I couldn't make out. That it was videos from North Macedonia. I couldn't make it out what it was or what the tune was.
It's the old Tavares song for years ago.
Oh, I can remember it. I can
I've not got a
remember the
fucking
song.
J Tavares scoring screamers, running down. No, it's the same as that. I don't know the words. It wasn't us that came up with it.
Aye, like Stan by Eminem.
Dan,
Yes,
Eminem, aye.
exactly. It's that tune, I think, but we never came up with it. It's one of them that's just someone's
Just
came up
appeared.
with it and chucked it in a group chat, and
That's class.
that's how it kind of gets
That's,
about.
so like, is there when you are coming up with these things? Is it like a group chat and someone's like, "Here, this is something that I've come up with," and you're like,
Aye, so
"You're
so
through to
we
judges' houses."
kind of. So we've got different chats within the group. They're kind of like subgroups. So like we've got like a group of boys that are dedicated to just coming up with tifo ideas. A group of boys that are in charge of the finances, in charge of merch, sticker designs, and boys that are in charge of making up new chants. And then we've got like a drummers chat, so they can come up with tunes for new chants and stuff like that. So, the boys in the kind of like the song group, their sole purpose and biggest main role of being in the group is to come up with new songs, and then it gets chucked in that. We might make a few changes, and then we'll send it into the main group chat of the group. And then what we done for the for the new song is we typed it on a note
Mm-hmm.
and then sent a voice note that went along with the words and sent it round to all the different Hibs supporters groups, or some of them anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And then they passed it on to other group chats, and then they passed it on. That's just kind of how it gets about, and I think that's why that new one that we were talking about is kind of like whipped round so quickly, and people have learnt the words, is because we
Aye.
just kind of used social media to push it everywhere. But it's like I'll be
That-
scrolling through TikTok, just doom scrolling at night, and then I'll come across the song, and then someone will be in the comments, "What's the words?" And then there's the note that I typed out underneath it.
Is that the
So it's like, mate, it's
HSC
not like a
Scotland
full
International?
circle. Aye, that exact one, aye.
Aye, I see that all the time. That's how I know the words, because
Aye, the screenshot of the
I go
note.
into the comments and I see the screenshot of the note.
Exactly. Well, that's my note, mate. There you go. Fun fact.
Right with fame.
I'm actually, like now we were saying that in the chat, like we should have just like tagged it at the side like B721 so everyone kens where it's going for and that, because it's spread around that much.
Watermark it.
Aye, exactly.
Aye. That's fucking classic. See, because if you're no like privy to that information, like you'd maybe just think, oh, it's a bunch of lads just going to the football, thinking about chance, but like it's so sort of, there's so many inner workings
Organised.
of Block 7, and there's so many different sort of branches, so to speak, of like of the group. And you know, one that you mentioned there was tifos.
Yep.
And you know, some of the tifos that you've made, especially since you've moved to the famous five, have been incredible. Ethan, talk to us a little bit about that, and like the kind of work that goes into it, and the amount of hours that you sort of need to work on these things.
I mean, so we'll normally come up with a design. We'll normally like pick out our games at the start of the season. It's like, oh, we can do a tifo for this one, this one, this one, and then we'll start working on designs. And it's normally like 4 weeks before anything happens that designs start, and like, you know, ideas get flown and stuff, and then we finalise the idea, and then that gets taken in to the stadium, and that's when we start making it. I mean, there's been times that, you know, the guys have worked round the clock in order to finish something. I mean, I can remember some of the very early days where we've been in that stadium for, I don't even know, but maybe even something stupid like 18 hours. Aye, it's just a lot of time goes into it. A lot of boys give up some commitments to make sure that it happens, and aye, like even and like the end result always makes it worth it. Like that amount of time you've put into it, and then seeing it come to life in the stand just makes it all worthwhile. And it's like, right, we'll move on to the next one. What do we want to do next?
Class. And I think like now that you have started to incorporate these stand as well, especially in games that are like sellouts, it makes it look so much more incredible. Like I sit in the West Stand, so I get to see all of it, which is it's mental. Like it was Hearts last season, right? That you saw that in the East Stand, and then a big one in the famous five. It's it's something that I've noticed has got progressively more and more impressive as time goes on. I think as a sort of standard across football, tifos have got more impressive, but you have been so innovative, and a lot of the stuff that you have done has been really, really good. And just like, it baffles me how you come up with the designs, like how, like, what's like the process of thinking about what it's going to be and how that would then translate to look not only as like the tifo that is like come down from the like the middle of the stand, but like also the ones where people are holding up the bits of paper or the sheets of plastic.
I mean, we'll always like one of the things that I do is I'll like look through quotes sometimes, or I'll look through just song lyrics that are related to Hibs and stuff, and then we'll pick something out that works and we've all got a good feeling about, and then there's another guy that does all the stuff you see with the cards. So he goes in with his map, the sort of two stands, and then work out a design for that one and a design for that one, and then we try and tie it in as best we can, and I think they always do end up looking pretty good. I think last season we definitely went up a notch in terms of like the quality of stuff.
Yeah, we pushed the boat out last season, like
100%. You can see it though. That's the thing.
but I like Ethan saying, but when it comes to it, so once the initial design's made up, it's then a case of getting the seat layouts of both stands, and you like overlay the image on the seats, and then this is when the youth boys come into play. We split each section of seats, and we spread them out amongst all the young team evenly, and then they have to sit and count each individual seat of how many colours of what seat we need, and then that total then gets added up, and then you add on a couple hundred just for a bit of wiggle room. But there was a couple, what was it? It was one of the tifos last season. The young team had come up with a bit of a cheat, and they chucked it into Chat GPT and went, how many green circles are in this image? No. And then I'm looking at the total and I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Like when you add up the total capacity of both stands, and I'm like, we're like 300 short, and I've already added on 200. So then I've went back and spoke to them, and then the kind of that was like the heat was doing tail between the legs. Like, we used AI. So AI is now like completely banned for the group.
Oh mate, that's so funny. I mean, if there's a get around, like the young team will always find
use it.
Aye, the young team will find it. Like it was honestly like a head teacher and pupils moment, eh? Like when you would do something in school and try and do it your own way, and there's a reason why it shouldn't be done that way. The teacher always finds it, eh? So
that's brilliant, man. So like, how when it comes to like, because obviously it takes a lot of preparation to plan these things out and design them and do all that, but when it comes to like the full East stand, getting all that stuff, like all those bits of material into each and every seat, how many people are we talking? How long does it take?
Oh, I mean, when we're doing the double stands, Ethan will tell you, like, our full group, so we'll have maybe like 60, 70 guys. No 6-7 pun intended, by the way. That's another thing that's banned for the group. And
block 6-7.
There's I'm actually dreading our 6-year anniversary when we need to paint something that says block 6-7, man.
Just skip 6. Just go straight to the
I will just come back for the 7th. But to be fair, Hibs have been good with us in the way that what they've done is organise a development team and said like listen, we need like a solid 100 people to get this set up, because we can't get access in the night before the games because of safety checks, so it needs to be the day of the game. And one of them was, I'm sure it was an early kickoff. So we were all in at like 7 a.m. And that's when we had to get the development team in to help us, just to kind of half the workload. So that's when it comes to the 2-stand tifos. 1-stand tifos we can manage with 60 boys to get everything done.
This class,
but yeah, it's usually the day of the game is when it all gets laid out. But yeah, like I said, the club have been pretty good with us in saying, like, you've got a lot of work to do. We'll sort of development squad. And to be fair, it helps us build a relationship up with them.
Yeah.
So then when it then comes to them getting a call up for the first team, it's like we're already familiar with each other, which helps everything on the stand and off the stand. You know what I mean? They've seen it before.
You can say, if you help us with this tifo, we'll make a song about you when you...
there you go.
There's a dual interest there.
To be fair, we're still struggling to try and get Megwa into a song.
It's one of them, eh? I remember after you were on the last time, I was like, oh, you need to get a song about Kukarevich. Thinking that you wouldn't do it because the name's too hard. But that was a cracking tune, that one. There's loads. My daughter, she's 4. She's Hibs daft at the moment, and she's singing all the time. I was speaking to you, Ryan, about. She was like, "Oh, I want to go and play the drum. I want to go and sing a song." But like we sit in the West Stand, I'm taking to our first away game this season. So she was at me and at me and at me. She was like, "Daddy, can you ask him if I can go and play the drum? Can you ask him if I can go and sing a song?" I was like, "Aye, no bother." But she's at the moment she's all over the Josh Campbell song.
Right. We can't start a fire.
Aye.
Right.
I know my wee boy, he loves it as well. He's actually autistic and non-verbal, but he sings "You Can't Start a Fire Without a Spark." Josh Campbell's on fire. I'm like, it's mental. So no, she just cuts about singing all the Hibs songs all the time, man. It's
nice.
It's so good, man. And I completely forgot where I was going to go. John, have you got
Is that your
anything
missus coming back, Ethan?
Me?
That
No.
not you? Someone went, hello.
No, that's not me.
It's my pal.
Oh, there you go. I thought that was Ethan. Oh, no,
I was
good
going to say,
internet, man.
no, my door's still
You're
shut.
checking behind you as well.
Ethan's not got a clue.
John, have you got anything to add before I move on to the next portion of what we're going to talk about?
I think the tifos have been class. I mean, I've got a photo since you've moved to the famous five. I think I've got a photo of just about every single one that you've done, and I've looked back at them since the first one and the most recent one. And you can see the difference in the money that's getting put into it and time and effort that's getting put into it as well. It's incredible.
Is that a massive benefit to you? Is like the fundraiser and the fans donating to you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I think that's the thing that gets like not spoken about is how much a tifo costs.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard. I think the donations that we got from fans covered one of the tifos, and the other ones that was self-funded by members of the group.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard to get by with how much it is, and then on top of that, now we've got import fees to pay on it, whereas when we first started, we didn't.
Mm-hmm.
So Ethan made up some mock-ups of how much tifos cost, because we thought, why don't we put a list together, like a checklist together of how much each individual things cost, even down to tape. For like a tifo, it's something stupid like between £300 and £600 just on tape.
Aye.
You know what I mean? So Ethan made a list and put that out, and that seemed to kind of quite a lot of people. The feedback we got at games was like, I didn't even realise that's how much a tifo costed, because at the end of the day it is just plastic. But Ethan's better with numbers and logistics than me, so he'll probably give you a wee bit more of an insight how much things cost and delivery fees and import taxes.
Well, I worked at last season's total for everything that we'd done, and it worked out roughly at about like 20 grand.
Jesus Christ!
Just for like the tifos. That doesn't include like stuff that we use to paint banners, just for regular games and stuff. So it was about 20 grand roughly, because of the import stuff as well. It tends to vary a wee bit depending on each one. But last season total came up to about 20 grand.
Wow, that's mental. See, like it's just a staggering amount of money. But then, like I wouldn't have thought, oh, you need to spend £600 on tape, because I wouldn't have thought, do you need tape? You know what I mean? Like, so I think when you have that breakdown of this is kind of how much a tifo actually costs, and like you say that, and like the people coming up to you and saying, oh, I didn't realise that, is it's mental. Have you got a fundraiser running just now?
Yeah,
we do currently.
You do. If you send me the link, I'll pop it in the description. We'll get it shared on our socials as well.
Appreciate that.
Because if whoever's listening, if you can donate, then it's it's always to a good cause, and it's not like as if you're putting money into an endless void. You're going to see it come back as shown in the stands, and stuff like that, which is it's what it's all about. But kind of brings us on to your charity sort of stuff and the work that you do with the foundation and stuff like that. I would imagine that you have done so much more than what people give you credit for, if you want to chat us through that.
Probably the biggest one. I'll steal the main one, Ethan. You can go after me. Another one.
That's fine.
Last season, we recently done a fundraiser for Matthew to get him a new wheelchair. So, Matthew's a disabled Hibs fan, but he's also a football coach. And in his day-to-day living and doing his coaching, he was finding it hard with a manual wheelchair, especially on like the soft ground at football pitches. We've all seen it on Sunday league pitches that you're basically 9 times out of 10 you're playing in a swamp. So he was finding it really hard to get about, and it was putting a big hold on his personal life. So he came to us and says, "Listen, guys, like I'm struggling with my wheelchair. I've looked into getting an electric wheelchair, and it's like specialised to be the kind of comfiest fit for himself, because at the end of the day, that's where he's spending his life, is in this chair." So we said, right, leave it with us. He told us a totally a wheelchair, and I think it was like $6,500 for the chair. So we kind of done a brainstorm. So like I was saying about how we've got different kind of subgroups inside the group. One of them is charity. So they all kind of put their heads together, and we came up with, basically, to get money off of people, you're going to have to torture yourself, evidently. So we organised a 10k run, sponsored run, which was fine for the boys that have an active lifestyle, but for the 80% of the bevy heads that spend most of their time in the pub and eating takeaways, it was a bit of a task. So we all got together. Each member had the goal of raising £50, but we also made it a competition that whoever raised the most amount of money got a free 5 years jacket that we got. So we pushed on with that. All the boys done really well. Were able to hit the goal, and we went out and done this 10k run. And to be fair, Big Stevie from Hibs, because we've got one of our older members, highly respected member, that does a lot for the group, who, to be fair, probably takes the most flack, getting called Fagin and all the rest of it from Oliver Twist. But he's like I say, our oldest member had just finished chemotherapy treatment for a year. Never even got the all clear about whether his cancer was in remission or not. And he says, I'm doing it. So Big Stevie says, Ken, what, if you're doing it, I'll do it as well. So Stevie for Hibs, to be fair to him, he raised some money as well, went round his local boozer. So that was quite good to see the club backing us just as much with it, you know what I mean? So we set off on the 10k run. It got started off by lighting off a banger outside the famous flag. That was a kind of set off. So that went off, and it was just a constant kind of jog. We went. What route did we do, Ethan? We went down St Clair Street, down the bottom of Leaf, then through Leaf Links, round Seafield, and then came up to
Meadowbank.
Up towards Meadowbank Way, up past Meadowbank, top Easter Road, and then down Easter Road. And then the last stretch from Meadowbank, I think it was like the last 2 kilometres, Matthew joined us on the run. Well, obviously not joined us on the run, but you know what I mean. So he was being pushed at the front, loved it, and then we came back to the stadium to the group's family and Matthew's mum, and the rest of his family kind of cheering us on.
That's amazing.
Yeah, got back, nice wee photo together, and that's now Matthew's wheelchair has been ordered, so he's just waiting on delivery.
That's class.
Aye, I seen that on your Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
On the blog.
It's just so good, and it's something that you know, like I doubt every ultras group will be doing stuff like that. You know, and it's something that, Ethan, you have been doing since the group's inception. Is always lent your arm to doing a bit of charity work.
Absolutely, yeah. Even just last season, we'd done a collection of winter jackets and children's toys. That was a game against Celtic, and then I think it was the following week we done a food bank.
Yeah.
Food bank, aye.
We always try to do at least one food bank every year, and one sort of toy drive or jacket collection. And they just get distributed to local charities, hospitals, in and around Edinburgh.
It's brilliant. It's really, honestly, like the work that you do it is really good. And I think, I mean, from what I see, walking past these sort of collections and food bank stuff, is that people are really involved in it. Is that the same sort of sentiment that you feel?
Yeah, definitely. It's always nice to receive as much as we do, and we're always really thankful for it. I think for the food bank, I'm not sure, but I think last year was definitely probably one of the best sort of collections we've had.
Brilliant. I mean,
We do, to be fair though, we are definitely due a wee shout out to James Connolly supporters group.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Because they work beside us really closely with that. It's something that they do get involved in is when it comes to the food drives.
I think they done one of their own towards the end of the season as well.
Yeah, they did, and they asked us, like, listen, can you guys share it about on your socials? And we were like, absolutely. And we gave them a couple of boys to help them collect everything in and to put all the food in the van. So it's not just our own charity. Like, if any supporters groups wanting to give back to the community and they fire us a message, we'll always get involved. We've had the Hibs Historical Trust have got in touch with us, and we've done bucket collections for them. The Community Foundation, if you remember the story about John McNabb, who sadly passed away, his family are raising money to get bleed kits to put round about in the city, and we've been helping them out with that. Whenever we do a stall selling stickers and sunglasses and merch and silks, we'll put a sheet at the side of the table with a QR code that takes you directly to a link to be able to donate to go towards bleed kits. And we've been in touch with John McNabb's mum about doing similar this season with bucket collections and helping them out with stuff like that. So it doesn't just have to be Hibs related, you know? Like it can be anything, anyone who's wanting a hand to do any kind of charity work, then we're more than happy to help out where we can.
That's brilliant. And again, I think, like, if you're not at those stalls and you're not actually seeing that sort of thing, that's something that can probably quite easily go unnoticed for, not the majority of Hibs fans, but for the Hibs fans who are like not walking past or who are going straight to the stadium for the pub or whatever. Yeah. So I think it's a real good thing to kind of shout about. And I know that it's sometimes a bit, you're like, oh, I'm doing good charity work. Should I really shout about it? Does that mean it's charity?
Look at us, like, sort of thing, but it's not like that at all.
It's about kind of the raising awareness, and I think that I've known you, Ryan, for since we last did the pod, and I see all the charity work that you do, and if I can see it, then a lot of other Hibs fans can see it, and I think it is just about making sure that message is spread to the rest of the support as well, because I think that you are received a lot better now than you were 5 years ago, and I think that all this work that you do behind the scenes and all the effort that you put into it, and use it at every game, use it every European away, I think people respect that, and it's something that a singing section or an ultras group at Hibs I've never done before. So you need to give yourself a massive pat on the back.
I mean, it's like you say, you didn't want to make a big sing and dance about it, because it's kind of, it does feel like it's our, how would you say it? Like, you don't want to make out like, oh, look at us, like we're doing all the good stuff, because we're like, we know we're not angels. Like we do stuff that not everyone's going to agree with, and that's just some parts of the ultra scene, and we get that, and we're not trying to make out that we're angels in any way at all. Like, we know that we can do some controversial things, but we do good stuff, and it's trying to bad news spreads faster than good news. You know what I mean?
100%.
So it's trying to give that good news a boost, without trying to make it look like we're in denial about the other sometimes silly stuff that we do.
Doing this to
Listen,
paper over the
that's
cracks is something that's happened.
it comes with the territory though. It comes with the territory
100%.
of being a football ultra. It's just like
get that
people
bad
like
press
you're
on
not
no
going
matter
to
what.
end up pleasing everyone.
Yeah, especially Hibs fans.
Again,
Miserable.
I think we could go on and win every game from now till the end of the season, win both cups and the league, and
there'll still be a tweet. There'll still be a tweet saying, "Turn that banner back upside down."
To be fair, we played good when it was upside down.
See, every time we get beat now, I see at least one message that goes, "Oh, lads, go and turn that back upside down again."
It was brilliant. I think I must have messaged you at some point about it, Ryan, and just been like, "Are you planning on turning it back round again?" And you were like,
"Yeah,
I don't think we can. I don't think we can until we get beat."
Yeah,
it was that was class. It was a real kind of
good
look back
omens
on that season. It was a mental season. But I do remember just seeing the banner upside down all the time. It was like it's just class.
It's almost kind of became iconic in a way. I think
that's a bit.
Because you had that football tweets guy who does like the drawings and stuff.
I was literally just about to say that.
Which I think is class. Listen, let's talk about European away days. We spoke a little bit about it there, talking about Denmark and stuff like that. But listen, this year hasn't been ideal for us in Europe, especially after the first game. The performance in Kosovo was rubbish. Let's not put too fine a point on it. It was an awful performance, a terrible result. You spent an awful lot of money, I would imagine, to go out there and support the team. Tell us a little bit about the trip, the game, and sort of the aftermath.
Ethan, you can cover the
trip. I'll start off by saying the trip. So the trip is always the best part. The travelling and the getting there and going to the pub and seeing other Hibs fans. The whole day is brilliant, and the whole time.
Of course, sorry, I'm going to jump in there. Yeah, the travelling can be good unless you're sitting beside Ethan on a Ryanair flight with your knees to your chin and he orders a Thai green curry rice. Can we just... I'll clear that up first.
Absolutely stunk the plane out with that one.
That's criminal. That's criminal, by the way.
Brutal.
Can't be doing that.
Other than that, Ethan,
That's like taking tuna into the office or something. It's just a
exactly
just because it's on the menu, Ethan, doesn't mean that you have to order it.
No, I know, but what can I say? I was hungry. But the trip is always great, seeing familiar faces, and I personally enjoy like the travelling. So the route that we went, we ended up staying in Albania for the whole time that we were away, and then there was a guy running supporters buses to the games, so that drive through like the Albanian country, going over the border into Kosovo, it was brilliant. It's stuff that you never really get to see.
Like the cow eating rubbish on the middle of the motorway.
Aye. There was just
couldn't believe it.
Scattered about everywhere on the motorway.
Mate, this cow had knocked over this wheelie bin on the middle of the highway at the toll. It was actually at the border between Kosovo and Albania. And it's just in the middle of this road scanning the rubbish. And like, you wouldn't see this anywhere else in the middle day.
I was about to say, you sure it wasn't a Jambo?
That's another. So many stray dogs in Kosovo and Albania.
Mm-hmm.
Take one home.
Right off.
We Block 7 mascot.
I know.
Just chuck a snood and a bucket hat on him, be fine.
You should have done that.
But everything leading up to the game was brilliant, and then the game starts and all your happiness.
That's when it goes downhill.
Downhill, aye.
That trip screamed Andorra, by the way.
Oh, aye.
It looked like
absolutely.
It was
in terms
like
of performance and that, it was almost fucking the exact same.
it was like deja vu. Honestly,
Like, see in the first like 5-10 minutes of the game, I've turned around and I went, this has got Andorra written all over it again.
apart
Was
from
it
getting
really hot?
smashed off of the local polis in Andorra, it was basically the exact same.
Aye.
Was the heat a factor? Do you think for the players?
Nah,
I
come
don't.
on, they're trained professionals. This is what they do for a living.
It
You know
wasn't
what I
even that
mean?
hot. It was like, well, I mean, it was hot to an average Scottish person, but it was like
It was a comfortable heat.
28.
It's one of them. You wake up like on a Sunday morning when you're a bairn in the middle of August, and you've got a game that morning. You're like, what a day for football.
Aye.
It's nowhere near. And talking about the altitude and everything like that, I don't know, man. The professional football players should be able to withstand that, surely.
I'd
But
like there was chances obviously in the game where I think we probably could have scored. I mean, the
I
Nathan
had
Lowe one
Oh,
when
in
he
the
missed
second
that
half,
open goal.
Oh,
that's a stinker. That's an absolute stinker. And I even think that even if like 2-0 looks so much worse than it was, and I think
Yeah.
that there was probably a bit of a confidence that we were going to come back and beat them at Easter Road anyway.
Yeah.
But it's
aye.
the fact then that just the attitude of the players after the game and kind of everything that followed that. Obviously, like I wasn't there. I saw it was like a 10-second video clip
clip on Twitter.
of the players after the game, and I think quite rightly so. Yourselves and other fans were trying to get a bit of an explanation, like what's happened here.
Yeah.
What was that all like?
To be fair, I'll cover this because it was myself that spoke to Salinger at the away parking gate. And what quickly spread about that away end once the players ducked their head and went down the tunnel was it was never the fact that they just got beat. Obviously that's annoying, but after following Hibs for as long as we all have, you get used to that.
Aye.
It was more the fact that they take everything for granted. The fact that they get a chartered flight paid for them, a luxury flight. We all seen the post on Instagram that Hibs put up of them sitting on these cushy, plump seats on an aeroplane. Like how I says I'm sitting beside Ethan with my knees under my chin and him and his Thai green curry. They don't get that. They're no Thai green curry on a Ryanair. They're like caviar and prawns on a chartered flight. You know what I mean? And then they're landing. They're landing in Albania. They're travel from the airport to their 5-star hotel, then getting fed and watered, taken to the game, getting nice rub downs and all that
I know
beforehand.
they've got a day's play.
And they take this for granted, mate. They know that the fans are going to be out there. They know that the fans are going to be cheering them on no matter what, as we always do. But then, like the flight situation, and then the fact that we are pinned up in hostels because we've spent all our money that we've got on flights to get there. We don't care where we are staying. There were some guys that were over there that didn't have accommodation because they couldn't afford it. Fans that spent every last penny they've got to go and watch Hibs in Kosovo that aren't bored about the result because we're making good memories. But all the fans wanted, and it was agreed by who kind of I spoke to personally, that it didn't come down to the result. It more came down to the fact that they're being held back by a white line on the pitch and standing at the 18-yard box with their hands on their hips for about 8 seconds and then like just go straight down the tunnel.
Yeah.
All the fans want is a bit of appreciation and recognition that we don't get everything handed to us like what they get. We need to work and pay for getting over there. And to be fair to Salinger, he gets it, and it's the same with Felix Passlack. Him coming from Germany and Borussia Dortmund, he's been in the Dortmund stadium making tifos with the yellow walls. He was telling me before. Salinger being Austrian, he gets it. The scene over there and the fan culture is massive. And it was Salinger that came and spoke to me after I kind of went on a wee bit of a shouting spree.
Put it lightly.
And Aye, he came over and the first thing I said to him, I went, the first thing I'm going to do, mate, is I'm going to shake your hand because nothing that's being said is personal against you, the manager, or any other player. And we're going to shake hands and level with each other. That we're just talking man to man right now. And he was like, I respect that. So everything I just kind of noted, I've explained to him that we don't get handed to us. And to be fair to him, he says, if I was a fan for this club, I would be standing in the exact same place you're standing and saying the exact same things you're saying. He said, I understand it. And he went, at the end of the day, it comes down to education. Like, these guys are getting brought up in academies, some in Scottish academies, some in English academies, where fan culture isn't at its peak.
Yeah.
Whereas the guys that are coming internationally do understand it, but there has to be an agreement amongst the players and the fans and pull together. And it was like 100% that all the players do take it for granted that everything gets handed to them, and they do need to show more appreciation to the fans. And that's what it came down to. And we did get a lot of flack for the banners we done at Easter Road. If you remember them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure Ethan, he's got I'm sorry, but he's got the good job of being the representative on Hibs.net.
Fucking hell, man.
So he had his hands full with that. But to be fair, the ones who agreed with it were the ones that stayed quiet, and not in a bad way, but the people that were moaning about those banners, respectfully, were the people that didn't travel to Kosovo.
Yeah.
And didn't see it firsthand. And I don't mean that in a bad way at all, because it's understandable. But the fans that have came up to me and said, "What? Okay, that's some amount of abuse you're getting for those banners, but you've done the right thing." Were the guys, people that were over in Kosovo. So I even can run through that side of things of his open.
Oh, what, being on .net?
More about the Kosovo game and what fans were saying, because
So
it got taken out of proportion.
On the banners, though? What was it that was on the banners?
Ethan, do you remember? I just remember making them.
Let me get a quick.
It'll still be on notes. It was
it's somewhere. Hang on.
Because I thought, like I said
it's
earlier on,
it's the first line I can't remember.
I think that there was a bit of an understanding that Hibs were probably going to progress. Yeah, it's a poor result, and probably on paper it looks really, really bad. But you just knew that, like, we'll get them back to Easter Road, we'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
It was reward the fans' loyalty with appreciation, not disdain.
Yeah, and I think that's
the controversial bit was the repeat on your heads, be it. We didn't mean that in the way of I date again and we're going to tan your hooses. You know what I mean? It was more repeat, like, on your heads, be it, in the way of, like, then does it then go towards, if you're not going to show the fans appreciation for doing all this travel, do you want to see what it's like with no fans?
Yeah, we'll just stop coming.
You know what I mean? It was more like that, not in the way of there's going to be repercussions, obviously. That's what people were like, you're threatening the players and that. Who are you to threaten our players? I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm not threatening I'm going to go to their doors, you know what I mean? But
imagine that though, eh? Imagine that's what he's done.
Hope you're not playing very well, mate.
Get the finger out, man.
Guys, as a postman, so
open up, Warren O'Hora. I've got a parcel for you. No, like, it's obviously it's brilliant that we managed to get through, and then we're rewarded with a trip to another mental country, Macedonia. You were there, Ryan. What was that like, and how did it compare trip-wise?
I wasn't there, mate.
Oh, were you not?
I wasn't there. No, a few of the boys were though, so I can speak on their behalf. I think other than us getting the blame for a controversial song that was getting sung, and a pyro show that we never done, I think the boys said it was a good trip in the stands, pretty boring on the pitch, but the drum wasn't there. no megaphone was there, but a few of the boys in the banners were there, obviously, and they were like, you don't realise how much of a difference having a big group presence with the drum and megaphone and everything makes until it happens.
Yeah.
I think from coming from them, not my words, but it was a wee bit dead throughout the game. And it was the kind of the same two or three songs that were getting sung. But the scenes after the game looked really good and positive, and funnily enough, the players made the effort to actually walk off the pitch and go over and show the fans appreciation. So you can make of that of what you will, if the banners were actually that bad in the end.
Exactly. I mean, you're talking about that kind of controversial chant. I actually saw on .net that it was cleared up that it wasn't you guys that were singing that.
Right, okay.
So thanks to me.
To be fair, mate, I try and stay clear of .net because I will end up biting.
I think
so
I saw on
I
Twitter
kind
as
of
well
that's why Ethan's a lot more level-headed, so that's why he's head of that role.
I think I saw on Twitter as well, like it was a reply to that video, and it was like, "Oh, this isn't B7. B7 we're doing the front."
Yeah.
And like I've got nothing to do with this because you can tell that they're up the back of the section of fans that were there. So I mean,
you can even see for the photos that we've put up that it was like nowhere near it.
Aye.
No.
So I mean, I wouldn't worry about that. That's just like fannies being fannies. You know what I mean? Like it's not an acceptable song to sing in this day and age, I'm afraid. But I'm glad that yous aren't getting the flack for it because yous have taken a lot of stick for a lot of things that have been used across the years. So I mean, that would have just been another one to add to the collection. But it's good to know that people understand that it wasn't used. Belgium,
Yep.
Looking forward to this one.
Yeah,
this is going to be hopefully. Well, I mean, there's what 900 and
just shy of 1,000.
The 980. It's about the same as Ibrox.
Aye,
it's about the same. But to be fair, Hibs went to Ghent and said, "Listen, like, go and geese an extra 800 tickets. You undersold the capacity of your stadium. It was something by about 4,000 at the Gothenburg game. Go and geese an extra 800, and that helps towards fan safety in the way of fans aren't going to try and get tickets in the home end and cause any disturbance, and you're not going to try anyone trying to force through fire exits or double up on turnstiles and stuff. It saves you the hassle." And they got told no. But to be fair, I think Ghent are waiting to see how much tickets they sell.
I mean, how long can they wait though?
Well, to be fair, they can kind of
Thursday.
As long as they want, I guess. They might announce on the night of the game that, okay, we've got an extra 700 tickets, first come first serve, pay at the gate. You know what I mean?
I mean, you might think that people are going to travel without tickets. I mean, a lot of boys that I know that are going, have booked their travel and stuff, but they are not Hibs first.
It's the same also. We have Hibs firsts and season tickets, but so basically how it works is we have a block of 50 Hibs firsts that we pay for at the start of every season, and that assures us a minimum of 50 tickets for every away game, and we pay for it, and it all matches guys in the group's client reference numbers of their season tickets. So we've been given a lot less, under half of our Hibs first allocation, just because of the amount of short. What's that?
For this game coming?
Game coming, mate, yeah. So we've been given under half our Hibs first allocation. And we don't mind because it's only fair. We can't take 50 tickets of the 980 tickets that we get. It's just not fair. So we've got guys in our group that are also heading over who won't have a ticket. So hopefully they do release more.
It would make sense though, really, wouldn't it? Yeah. And if they don't, Hibs should do the same thing.
I mean, I was reading on Twitter today. I'm pretty sure that there'll be quite a few in the home end anyway. From what I've seen.
We don't endorse that.
we do.
we don't endorse that. If you do go in the home end, be safe. Because I remember there was loads in the home end at Midtjylland on either side of the Hibs section.
I might be making this up, but I'm sure when we played Luzerne, there was a
There was a
section,
lot.
and there was a section just next to the away end that I think might have ended up getting opened up for Hibs
Aye, we
fans.
did 100% because I was there. I was in the actual away stand, but there was a few of the boys that I was over with that ended up getting into hospitality somehow.
Oh, really?
That's class.
That was Paddy, Liam.
Was it?
Exactly.
That was like the
Paddy or Paddy,
difference at
man.
Midgetland, though, wasn't it? When we were in Hernan, it was like you had the away end, and everyone in theirs are standing with their cups of water, and then there was a video of the Hibs away, and as he went over into the home end, there was a line of security, and they were all standing with their pints of beer.
Aye.
It was a joke. It was a joke. That's what you get for being organised, eh?
Yeah, to be fair though, I don't know why we never clocked on at the time to pass the cash through the gate and say, "Okay,
He's a pint.
grab a couple of pints and pass it back through."
Because that was the same with Luzerne. You weren't allowed, like, they
No,
sold
it was
beer at the
alcohol
stand,
free,
but
wasn't
no
it?
in the away stand.
Yeah.
Aye.
Well, hopefully it's different for Ghent.
Warsaw had beer in the away end. I don't think it was very strong though.
Well, just if you drink enough,
Aye.
it's all right. Yeah, it's like if you eat enough bread, you'll get pissed. It'll happen one way or another. This is the thing. I'm really looking forward to it, lads. I really am.
Should be a good trip.
Obviously, Kieran Power usually does lets us know where the fans are to congregate and stuff. Can you give us any exclusives about where you reckon the Hibs fans will end up?
So there's been no decisions on where to meet up, but there is talk of them putting buses on from wherever the meet point is in the city centre. So if you remember, what game was it? It was actually Hernan. Remember how the stadium wasn't really that close to the city of the town, the middle of the town, sorry.
Aye.
It's a similar setup in Ghent, where it's like on the outskirts of the stadium. So there's talk of them putting on buses. That's what they've done for Gothenburg. They put all the Gothenburg fans onto buses and they got escorted to the game. So there's talk of that being the same plan for us in Ghent. But nothing's concrete now, and that's all I know, to be fair.
I mean, it would be handy. I was looking at the map today, and like there's a couple of Irish. You can shoot me because I know you don't like it, but I did ask ChatGPT, where's the most likely place that Hibs fans are going to be able to congregate. There's a couple of Irish pubs that are not too far away from each other, like on the river, going through the middle of the city. But it's nowhere near the stadium. Like, the stadium is right on the outskirts.
Yeah.
So we'll need to figure it out because the place is a lot bigger than Herning. You would imagine that Hibs fans probably could be spread out if they wanted to be. I mean, Herning was
kind of similar in Dublin. That was way out of the city centre, but their tram services were quite good. So it was one tram took you basically to the stadium from the city centre.
That's not so bad then.
So I don't know what the setup is again. Aye, you're not joking, aye. But there was a good pyro display in the away end. I don't know if you've seen that though.
I wasn't actually there. I wasn't in Dublin.
I don't know who done it like. I don't know who it was, but it was good anyway.
I was thinking about going to Dublin, and then I was like, I'm maybe going to hold off and see if we get a half decent trip in Europe.
Yeah,
that's what I done.
Felt like
that was some amount of travelling for us. So we were in Marseille. We went direct from Marseille to Dublin. So
because we met up with their ultras, eh?
Aye, so we went over and we were in Marseille for like 4 days. And to be fair, mate, it was scorched. It was like 36 degrees. And it was their anniversary, the group that we've got alliance with, CLM. It was their anniversary. So we went over for that, and we went to, they've got like a cove right at the beach. So we were there with the banners pinned up and nice barbecue. We swimming in the sea with the music on. And then at night, they done a massive pyro display, all the fireworks and flares, comet flares, and we had the drums out, and there was probably a good maybe like 80 guys just having a good time in a party. And then the next again day, granted a few of the boys were a bit rough, was a football tournament, and it was even hotter that day. It was like it was hitting the 38 degrees mark, and we done a tournament, and we were in the middle of this, basically a scheme in Marseille, and it was proper like it was like FIFA Street kind of stuff.
That's class.
I've seen the post about that as well.
Oh
That
mate, it was unbelievable. And to be fair, they went and got this big massive pool, like the kind of ones you get for Costco, kind of like your proper, you know what I mean? So they went and got one of them, and then one of the locals came down with a key for the fire hydrant and connected a fire hose to that and filled it up.
That's your recovery after the game.
Genuinely it was. So we ended up playing it out.
Nice.
It was like a totally like 8 or 9 games we played, because we had 2 teams in the competition and one of them made it to the semi-final, and then the other team, we got to the final. But the guys we were playing, after the game we got beat. It was like 4-0 or something in the final, and we got beat. And I've turned round to one of the main Marseille guys and I'm like, who are these guys? Surely like Marseille development or something. And it turns out they're basically just equivalent to like scheme boys. And I'm like we've just played the Nidri of Marseille and they've just scudded us 4-0. Honestly, I couldn't believe it. But these guys were whipping out skills I've never seen before in my life.
Get on the phone to Dave Gray.
Oh mate, rapid, fast, like, and they were playing with like shoes with holes in the bottom of them and that, and they were sliding about.
Was it like favela style?
Genuinely, mate, it was unbelievable. And it was so good. But we had the drums going and all the boys at the side, and every time our team scored, the pyro would go off, and
that's class.
Oh, it was so good, mate. And again, the barbecue was on, and the kind of the party was flowing and that, and it was good. And then a nice big 40, and then away out later on that night for a couple drinks and some food and a few other ultra acts, like maybe a wee bit painting and stuff. So it was quality. It was like a proper trip, man. And then, like I say, we were straight from there to Dublin, and some of the Marseille guys joined us. So
how did that alliance with Marseille come about?
It's a funny story, mate. And to be fair, no one ever believes me. So a normal Hibs fan, who's a friend of the group, went on holiday to Benidorm, and there was basically the equivalent of Marseille in Benidorm, and they got chatting and like, oh, what team are you? I'm Marseille. What team? I'm Hibs. Very good ultras. And the Hibs guy was like, it was all right.
In comparison, to be fair to their whole scene.
Yeah. So they exchanged numbers, and then we got chatting. And then maybe like 4 months later, they went, why don't you guys bring some of your high-up members over to Marseille for the Marseille versus Ajax game? And we went over for that. And the game was great, Ethan, wasn't it?
It was, mate, aye, it was.
How did it look from inside your jail cell?
No, might have got out just in time for the game.
Oh, so... to be fair, there was such a traumatic event that I think just kind of bonded the two groups so close that it's a very, very strong friendship now, because there was like a totally like 6 of them, and 3
of our guys.
Three of our guys ended up in the cells because the local police thought we were Ajax, and Ajax were banned from the city centre. So they came out with the tear gas.
You can tell by the accent.
Well, to be fair, so we've ended when tear gas gets chucked at your foot and dogs are barking right at your behind, and one of your boys has just been snatched on the cheek, and then Ethan trips over a bollard and goes flying down and is screaming on the deck because he's got 4 police on top of him. You run, don't you? You know what I mean? So I've turned a corner with a few of the boys, and we all got split up, and then a police vans, and they've all jumped out, and this big, massive, like 6'5" French police has put me against this wall, and I've looked down and my feet were dangling, like, you know what I mean? And he's just screaming, "Are you Dutch? Are you Dutch?" And I'm like, mate, like, what? I'm like, Scotland, of course. And then he just grunted and just chucked me at the side and jumped back in his van. So once they figured out we were Scottish,
they kept doing the same thing to me inside the station. It was like, "Are you Dutch? Are you Dutch?" And I went, "My passport is in my pocket. Just look at it." And no, they weren't having any of it.
So after our first trip, they were like, like, go and come over again. We'll keep it a bit more chill this time. It'll be okay. It'll be sound. So we were like, right, sound. And we went back over and everything went smooth. And then since then, we've been over 5 or 6 times, and they've been over Edinburgh. They've done 3 away games, 2 home games, I think they've done.
Who's their rivals in France?
Paris, PSG.
Oh, is it?
To be fair, it's a similar situation to what it is over here, whereas they've got their main rivals are like PSG, Lyon. That's kind of like our Hearts and Rangers.
Fucking piss rivals to have, by the way.
But they're kind of hated by everyone, just like how we are. You know what I mean? Like how Motherwell hate Hibs.
Aye.
Celtic didn't really like us too much.
What's French for forcing a rivalry?
What's that?
What's French for forcing a rivalry? Is everyone else from French Aberdeen?
So they've a similar setup to that, whereas they're just not liked by everyone. So, we went over for PSG at home, and that was like an experience nothing will ever top that, because Marseille won.
Aye.
Oh mate, it was Marseille won 1-0.
Was that
was unbelievable?
When was Mbappe and Messi and that still there?
No.
Was this no last year?
It was only last year.
It was only last year, mate. It was last season, aye.
Or Aubameyang, something like that. One of them scored.
It was Aubameyang.
It was Aubameyang that scored, I think, mate. Or no, was it Mason Greenwood that scored?
Oh.
You can't be celebrating that.
Well, I know. You know what I mean?
Anyway.
Aye, moving on.
Swiftly moving on.
Listen, before we wrap up, lads, do you fancy answering some listener questions?
Yeah, go for it. Let's quite intrigued.
Here we go. There's only a few
that
have been sent in this week, only because I put the post up quite late. So the first question, as always, comes from Mr. John McIntosh, and he's asking you, what are you having, or what have you had for your dinner? I'll start with you, Ethan. Thai green curry.
No, actually, just fish and chips.
Oh, I love that. For the chippy, or
no? Just banged it in the air fryer.
It's not even Friday, I know.
I know.
Fish Fridays.
No. I'll top that, mate. I had homemade spaghetti bolognese.
Oh, here.
It was unbelievable.
You can't beat it, man.
It was quality. So
do you use actual spaghetti, or do you use pasta? Like
it was actual spaghetti, mate. Aye. My missus made it, so it was pretty good. Like she home makes the sauce. None of your dull meal. You know what I mean? None of that.
No.
It was proper, like everything chopped up, homemade, all marinated herself. You know what I mean? So
love that.
Oh, it was pretty banging. Like,
right, John, have you got anything to top that?
Chinese.
Oh, here we go.
We can't be doing that on a Monday.
You can. When you can't be off.
To be fair, can I say something controversial, but we'll still all be pals after? I don't like Chinese.
Well, listen, but we don't judge.
I hate it. I hate a Chinese takeaway.
I love a Chinese, man.
You're quite a fussy eater.
I am quite fussy, mate. I don't know. I'm weird with things like chicken. I'll no eat chicken unless like I make it myself.
I can understand that.
Fair enough, though.
Did you have a bad experience one time?
I've like a very bad experience.
Aye.
Like PTSD experience with
I've
chicken.
had one of the experiences as well.
Aye, so you know exactly what I'm on about.
Aye, I've learned to trust again, though.
Aye, well, I'm not there yet. And to be fair,
years of therapy's got you through that, though.
I was about 12 years ago, and I'm still scarred. I'll not go anywhere near chicken unless I cook it.
And Ken, what? Listen, that'll be the best chicken that you'll ever eat. This is stuff that you cook yourself.
Every time you make it.
But listen, John, before you tell us what your order was, I was on stream with Gogsy, the Motherwell vlogger, on.
Oh, he doesn't like us, like.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't like Ryan Poaches either. What day was it? It was the day of the Celtic and Dundee United game, and he was getting a Chinese, and his order was like barbecue spare ribs with chicken balls and chips and a barbecue sauce to dip. And I thought,
6-year-old.
I was going, what a waste of time! What a waste of money!
No, I know.
Make that yourself.
Like the
I don't-
spare
I-
ribs, like you get a fraction of a bit of meat on the ribs.
Aye.
It's a joke.
The thing is, this might be controversial, I don't know, but like I don't get why you would order a barbecue sauce for the Chinese. I know it's different to normal, but
Aye,
it's
but
like,
it's no Chinese.
nah.
But I didn't get chips with Chinese unless sometimes I'm fancying salt and chili chips. But like I don't.
Aye,
People that order a bag of chips with Chinese, like you're getting a Chinese, get rice.
I do like a bag of chips with Chinese, but
Nah.
I just love
Oh.
chips.
It needs to be the salt and pepper ones though, like
Aye, I do like the salt and pepper.
the chili ones, salt and
What
chili
was,
chips.
what was your order then, John? Come on, talk us through it.
So I got a wee set meal, so it was chicken noodle soup as a starter.
Mhm.
Nice.
I got shredded crispy chicken and honey chili sauce.
Oh,
Fried rice.
Oh.
here we go.
Some left. Got some left.
I'm coming over.
There's not enough.
No, not for me, no. No, not for you, Liam, you big fat cunt. Fucking hell.
Aye, exactly, actually. Aye.
Cheers, John. Fuck's sake.
I wasn't sure if this podcast was like PG or that, so I was a wee bit like, oh fuck, I've sweared earlier.
And then you're hitting it with that.
There's no rules. Doesn't matter. No bother. I've not actually had my dinner yet, but I'm now conscious that it is 10 o'clock. Now, I
What
can't
you
put
having?
anything in the air fryer or the oven
Oh
at
no.
this time. So
Aye.
it might just be a cereal
A
for
Chinese?
dinner.
Mate, I don't mind that at all, by the way.
Oh,
Ethan will
Brian's
tell you.
obsessed,
Oh my
obsessed
God.
with cereal.
Cereal is the best thing, other than
love it.
gingers, like, it's the best thing that's ever, like, came on this earth. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable,
I
mate.
do like cereal. What's your go-to dinner cereal, though?
Mate, so you're asking a mouthful here. So I go through phases of having like different favourite cereals. So like maybe like every 2 months I'll change to a different cereal. And I'll only eat that one cereal for the whole 2 months. And I'm talking like 2 bowls a day, sometimes 3.
Fair.
You're
This is
doing
questions
the
everyone
rabbit hole right
expected
now.
to be
mate.
asked.
Oh
Yeah.
mate, this is like honestly a rabbit hole.
It's a block
Because
7 deep cut.
there's been times, I swear to God, I came like we're all like can be quite serious and all that, and like everything's a bit like a military operation. But there has been a few serial tier lists sent into the B7 group chat,
Quite right.
and every so often the boys will say like he's an update, and I'll dedicate like an hour of my night and make this as like proper as I can.
What's
So
your goal?
I'm with you on that. Like cereal, I'll back it all the way.
What's your goat?
Mate, see, I don't have one because I go for right now. I'm in a Cocoa Pops phase,
Fair.
right? But
Yeah.
to be fair, a lot of Bairn cereals, like I'll take a bowl of
you eat
cereal at
Cocoa
work.
Pops in record time, though, as it goes dead soggy, innit?
Yeah, you do kind of need it, but then you've got the chocolate milk after, and it just
Aye.
perfect. But like
I like a
your milk chocolate crave.
Mhm.
paper class.
It is the goat.
And then I don't mind revisiting like Cookie Crisp,
Oh, old school, man.
proper.
I like a wheat, but put a bit of sugar on top of it.
The mini.
I-
To be fair,
mini
the mini
Weetabix.
Weetabix, the chocolate ones. But again,
chocolate
you need to eat it quick before it turns to porridge, because then you're just an old man eating porridge.
Aye.
It's sad.
porridge is good as well, though. Leave porridge out there.
I don't know about that. Like,
Just
it's not a
old
cereal
man
though. It's not a
porridge.
cereal. We're talking about cereals, aren't we?
I suppose.
I do love the
What
wee-
would porridge come under?
That's again. It's like
Just
a breakfast soup.
it's his own sector, eh?
Aye. It's like
Yeah, who would have thought, there's like 2 ultras and 2 podcasters talking about porridge and cereal on a podcast.
10 o'clock at night, by the way.
Yeah, mate. I'm looking over there. My cereal pile is drab. I've only got crunchy nut cornflakes,
Oh,
which are good.
Yeah.
But now you've put me in the mood for mini fucking Weetabix, man.
Mate, as does 24 hours.
The Bairns are
You
asleep. I
better
can't
nip to the
go.
shop, Liam.
Oh, no danger.
I'll just
Mate,
eat it.
I'll come drop some off. I'll be on drop offs.
Love that for you, my man. Love
No
that for
worries.
you. So yeah, I'm going to have some cereal for my dinner while I'm editing the pod. Next up, Colin is asking, are there any new Block 7 chants for any of the new signings? And I know you've kind of talked on chants earlier on, but I know that there's one for Nathan Lowe.
Yeah.
I like that one.
I mean,
So
that
that's
was
a nice and
pretty.
easy one to pick up.
We went pretty safe with that.
Aye.
But the chant that he had when he was down England is absolutely woeful.
Was it the Spandau Ballet one?
I don't know. It was.
I think it was.
We used to sing that for Rob
Remember
Jones,
Rob
man.
Jones? Yeah, but that's back in the day, mate. You know what I mean?
I think
Like,
you can't redo that as well because that's Rob
it's like-
Jones.
that's Rob Jones. You can't. It's like Kukarevich, 99 Red
Aye.
Balloons.
Or like the John McGinn one. You can't
Yeah,
do that.
it
Aye.
can't be redone. It's one of
or
them.
Stevenson's.
Yes, you had
Aye.
a chance today. Low by fucking Flow Rider.
Oh,
That would have been ridiculous. There's some songs that you hear it, you're thinking, how
In fact,
that
I
would be
think
so
I've
funny
seen-
as a chant.
I think I've seen somebody on Twitter try to do something with that.
There's the boy Leashy on Twitter does. He's hilarious with some of the shit he comes
Oh,
with.
no.
Some
No,
boy.
I don't think we've kind of. We actually do need to get the chant crew onto that. Like, I think that maybe it's bad to say, but the most recent player other than Lowe is the Paslak song.
What's that one? How's that go again?
It's this is what I'm talking about. Stage fright. You wouldn't think I would have stage fright with like shouting on a megaphone in front of people.
I'm trying to think the name of the song, and it's just not coming to me.
So it's oh, Felix Paslak, oh, he is so wonderful.
Oh yeah.
That one.
See, 'cause there's sometimes where I'll hear yous going, and I'll ken like the song,
Mhm.
but then like from where I sit, sometimes I can't make out what yous are saying.
To be fair, it popped off at Ibrox. I was so
Yeah.
surprised. It proper popped off at Ibrox, where I turned round and like the whole away end had their hands up to it. I was actually quite astonished, man. I'm like, that's mental.
It's the same tune that Celtic had with Scott Sinclair.
Yeah.
It's a good mate. It's a good song.
It is a good song.
A good song. I love a bit of scooter, like that old school sort of like Bluetooth, Sony Ericsson dance music.
Mm.
We had a scooter song for Cal McGuinness, did we not? All around the world, not all around the world.
No, was he no? That was the best in the world is.
That was Doige.
Doige, aye.
The C Signor one.
No, that was so good, man. I loved that.
Aye, but is he no Welsh?
Aye. It was one of them that was so fun to sing, eh? Again, that's one that was pure bouncing around your head. I mean, I went to Liverpool for when they played in the Champions League final against Spurs, and that was one that like everyone was singing. And like for 2 weeks after, I was going, "Give the ball to Bobby and he will score." Like, it's mental how some of them catch you. But yeah, let's listen. We'll work on some chants.
We do need to get the finger with the new boys. Like, and to be fair, I said this yesterday. We need a song for Salinger. He's been an unbelievable player for us. He's so good, mate. And I actually feel bad because, like I say, how I spoke to him in Kosovo, and he was so understanding and understands the culture so much. Everything, he ticks every box to have a song.
Mm-hmm. He's so good, man. So good. And like, I think Hibs fans of like this era, maybe that have been born, like maybe a little bit younger than you, John, they've been blessed with Hibs goalies, man. With like Marciano, Marshall, now Salinger. We've had to wade through fucking shit like Makalambi and Zibby and fucking Simon Brown.
Even Makalambi had his own song though.
Aye, but I mean, I think he's an anomaly because he's fucking massive.
I'm pretty sure my granddad had the nickname Mac Calamity for him. That's I always remember him.
There was I can't remember how old I was when he played for Hibs, but I would have been maybe like 10, 11. And I used to stand down at the front of the West Stand and wait for the players to come over and sign my autograph book. And he was in a rush one time and he put his hand out for a high five, but instead of high-fiving me, he hit me in the head and his hand was like wrapped around my whole head. I remember he used to just pick the ball up one-handed. I'm like, how big are you, man? But yeah, he was shite. Absolutely.
It was terrible, eh? I remember I done I done it. I was really not really young, but I was young, like, and we done a stadium tour, and they had one of his goalkeeper gloves in the changing room, and like you said, mate, I think it was like the size of my chest.
It's mental.
It was unbelievable.
I heard a rumour once, I didn't care how true it was, that they had to stitch two t-shirts, like two Hibs tops together to get it to fit.
I don't know about that.
Imagine. Oh man. Oh, incredible. Next up we've got someone called May the 21st, 2016. Saying, hey guys, question for the pod. Whereabout do you guys sit at Easter Road, and what do you like most about your seat/view? So obviously we know where you guys sit.
Pretty obvious.
Yeah.
What is the best thing about sitting now in behind the goals at the famous five? What's the best thing about it?
I really like the safe standing. I think it's made such a good difference. Aye, that's probably my favourite thing about where we are, the safe standing. It's just been such an improvement.
It was definitely a good leveler in the way that other fans that wanted to participate in like providing a positive atmosphere at Easter Road were like, oh, this is our chance, let's move over. So kind of the guys, everyone that's in the section all have the same goal. And I would say it's compared to how it was in the East, it's definitely had a difference in the atmosphere, especially for Europa League games, like Europe games.
I can tell. I mean, I was actually going to say this earlier on. I was like, I can tell a difference, but it's like, I don't know if it's because I'm closer as well. Like, it sounds louder, but it feels like the more yous have grown, the more people are actually joining in, the more people ken the songs. And I think having it at one end of the stadium rather than side on works so much better anyway for like the projection of the sound.
Yeah, definitely.
But no, like, I love it. Like, but I take the Bairns, and they didn't watch of it, but they just look across. And I'm like, no, look, Martin Boyle's got a penalty. And she's like, but Daddy, look, they're playing the drum over there. So yeah, no, John, what's your favourite thing about your view? It's not me taking
the best view in the fucking house,
freaky pictures of you, is it?
I mean, I don't have to move my head much, so.
So John sat right at the back of the East, right? And I just got a new phone a couple of weeks ago. Got the iPhone, the 17, and the Zoom is mental, right?
It's unbelievable, eh?
So he's texted the group chat, and he's been like, oh, and I'm like, is that like where you're sitting today? He's like, it's my season ticket seat. So I'm pure zooming in trying to find them, and it's like a 4K image I've got of John just sitting there on Glaket before
it's
the game.
Some trek though, eh? It's a proper trek up the back of that East.
See if you fall down one step, you fall down them all, man.
See, especially when we were doing tifos in the East, and it's like up and down,
Mate,
you have to go.
I get vertigo, man.
By the end of it,
I swear to God, it all goes dizzy. Like the stadium starts spinning, mate.
That's before you've had a drink, man.
Aye, well, I didn't drink, to be fair. I just have to sit and sniff Ethan's Thai green curry on planes. Evidently.
That would give you a dunt right enough.
It does. It gives me a bigger dunt than any alcohol will.
I'm not being funny. See if I'm having to sit next to you on my plane to Belgium, I'm going to be fuming, man.
Oh, Nick, you'll spend half the flight in the toilet waiting for him to finish that food and the smell to die down. Like,
listen, that was a one-off, right? I've learnt my lesson. It's not going to happen again.
You're not going to let it down, man.
Yeah, Ethan's the kind of guy to like open up a tin of sour cream Pringles on a plane.
Oh no, rotten.
Sour cream doesn't deserve a place on the earth. No besides cereal and gingers, anyway.
I'm going to have to disagree with you. The green Pringles are the best Pringles.
Nah,
no danger, mate. That's
barbecue ones.
You're
miles away, like.
The barbecue ones are good, but the green ones.
How do we always end up on food?
Oh, it's because I'm a fat bastard. That's
these questions we've ended up on food.
I know. And have we got any more questions here? Spot is asking, Adam Mayer is getting better by the week now that Cadden is back. does Adam Mayer keep that left wing back spot? If so, does Nicky then make the bench, or will he struggle to make squads, as our squad has as a squad has more than 20 first team players in it? Megwa brilliant again with Paslak. Watch out. I like the look of Adam Mayer, to be honest.
So do I.
I thought he looked
Came onto a game.
a wee bit nervous. First few games, didn't think he was great against Motherwell. But I do like his athleticism. However, I would have Nicky Cadden in there every day of the week,
100%.
I think.
I definitely would as well. But you have to also sort of nurture Nicky Cadden back as well. So it's good to have a player like Mayer in there to be able to do the almost like cover for him and no miss him too much.
Aye. I think the signing of Mayer has probably been more. It's had more of an effect on Jordan Obita, because he's now going to be utilised as that left centre half and stay there. I think whereas last season he was kind of jumping between left centre half and left wing back, and it was probably would have been difficult for him. But if he's going to stay in that left wing back position, which I think is probably his best position now, you'd think that it's just going to be a rotation between Adam and Nicky for that left wing back.
Yeah, definitely.
It's just one of them, eh? Like he's good, but he's just not got the cross that Nicky Cadden does. So.
Aye.
Listen, that wraps us up really nicely. Really, really nicely. Listen, John, absolute pleasure to have you on. Thanks again for joining and helping out. Ryan and Ethan, what a pleasure it was
good to be back on.
To have you on again tonight.
It's been a pleasure, mate.
A real good insight to the group and you know how it works and how much time and effort of your personal time kind of goes into all this sort of stuff. And hopefully people will kind of understand that listening to this podcast. So yeah, again, massive thanks for your time. It's been
no worries at all.
It's been a real good one for us. I've been looking forward to it for a while.
Nice one. We'll see you at 10 years, eh?
We will, I see you.
To be fair,
probably see you on Thursday before.
Well, you know what I mean. I think one of the agendas was actually talking about our 5-year plans, but it's probably better to leave it a surprise.
Exactly. I think I completely glossed over that. We've got too into talking about Chinese and cereals
and that, which I don't mind talking about cereals, mate. There's always time to talk about cereal.
I'm saying you might see me on Thursday, but chances are I probably
won't see us now.
You. Listen, if I'm there, I'm there in spirit. But yeah, is there anything that you guys want to kind of shout out before we wrap up?
No, I'm all good. Ryan?
Yeah, just the fundraiser.
Maybe the fundraiser, but we'll try to blow our own trumpet. But we gave a shout out to the guys over at Connolly for helping us out with the food bank stuff and us helping them out. We done a shout out for Matthew with the charity stuff. Like I says, we're not all angels. There will be some stuff that we've got planned this season that some fans won't like and some fans will, but I don't know, just kind of try and keep in mind the good that we do, and we try and do more good than we do stuff that's controversial, if that makes sense.
100%. I feel like it's a real good place then to wrap up. So if you haven't already, make sure you give us a follow on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and wherever else. If we are on social media, we are at the Hibs Ramble. You can get us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, all that shit. Ethan, if anyone's looking to follow Block 7 on socials, where are they going to find you?
You will find us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or X, and YouTube.
Brilliant. And it's at Block 7 Hibs, isn't it?
I think all of them are different, but if you just look up Block 7...
If you type up Block 7 or Ultras Block 7, we'll be there. There's also BSV, Block 7 Vandals, who kind of show the artwork, the controversial artwork around about, but they kind of dedicate a lot of their time as well to painting tifos and suffers and that as well. Right. So you kind of sometimes get a good wee insight on that kind of stuff on there too, if people are interested. So that's just Vandals Block 7 on Instagram.
Brilliant. Well, I'll be sure to go and have a wee look and urge everyone who's listening to go and have a look as well. But that is us for this week. Obviously, we've got Ghent on Thursday, and then we don't have a game at the weekend, as John very well informed me before we started recording. So it's Ghent, then Ghent. So we'll be back probably next Monday or Tuesday to chat about the first leg and look ahead to the second leg. But until then, enjoy your trip over if you're going. Be safe and moan the fucking Hibs. See you later. Bye.
In a bit.
Let's get ready to rumble.